it's interesting. Just like everybody else, it's just such a crazy time right now, and I don't know. I normally have a lot of answers. I don't right now.
You got kids, right? You got some?
Yeah, I have 4 children. I have a 13-year-old, a 10-year-old, an 8-year-old, and a 6-year-old.
Oh my God! I imagine that they're all out of school for a little while.
Yeah, probably for the rest of the school year.
Oh, for the rest of the school year, really?
I would imagine. I mean, they're starting to close schools for the rest of the school year. They're starting to just say, done.
No kidding. So
yeah.
At first for us, it was 2 weeks, and we're like, okay, they just get an extra spring break, a week of spring break, and then they extended it for another 2 weeks. So it's almost like it's just going to be a month. So I think we go back April 8th, but they haven't said anything about closing it entirely.
So funny enough, my casinos in Washington, my card rooms in Washington are scheduled to reopen on April 6th. And my casinos in Nevada are scheduled to reopen on April 15th. So people must know some stuff that I don't know.
I hope so, man, because we have I hope things start opening up, because we've had a Disney trip planned for like a year now, or coming at the end of this month. And this will be our first time going to Disney. Hopefully things ease up a little bit. Hopefully they let people come aboard, and it'd be nice, man, because we've had this thing planned out for a long, long time. But who knows?
Dude, totally agree with you, man. We have something planned at the end of May to go to Boston and then go up to Maine for a week. I rented a charity auction for my kids' school. So we got a house up there for a week, and we're worried that all the flights, everything's going to be canceled too. But a lot of people are saying mid-April. Something's going on that everybody knows that by mid-April, this is, I guess, going to be okay.
Yeah. It'll pass, man. This kind of stuff just has to happen, right? What do they say? Just kind of shrink the curve a little bit, and then everything will go back to normalcy here pretty soon. It's just something that
I mean, it wouldn't have happened if it didn't need to happen, right? Because everything happens for a reason.
Sure.
I truly believe that. And then
it's the cycle, right? It's like the balance of life. Like everything that goes up has to come down, and there's this balance of everything, you know?
Yeah, and on top of, if you look at Venice and the canals in Venice, and the dolphins going back there, and the canals are cleared up, and there's stuff like that going all over. If you look at the smog and all the indexes, everything's starting to clean out a little bit.
Yeah, it's just part of life, man. Things happen all the time, right?
Yeah, you see cool stuff online all the time, and I saw something that said something along the lines of, our fathers fought in Vietnam, our brothers fought in Desert Storm, our grandfathers fought in World War II, and all you're being asked to do is sit on the couch.
I know, right? Isn't this? You gotta have perspective, right? Like people talk about like, oh, times are rough. Yeah, talk to your grandmother when she was in 1920. When talk to us about being tough, right? Like it's all perspective, right? Like, man, like we have it great, right?
My mom and dad used to share a bomb shelter together.
What's that, Dino?
So my mom and dad used to share a bomb shelter together in Italy.
Oh, no kidding.
During the war, yeah.
That's wild, right? Yeah, think about that. Yeah, you got problems today? No, your grandparents were hiding in a bomb shelter, right? Like, come on.
While bombs are going off all the way around them.
That's wild, man. That's super wild. So JR, man, it's 10 o'clock, 10:01. I appreciate you giving us a chance to talk to you. You've always been so gracious with your time and given us a lot of nuggets. What I like to do, JR, when I'm talking to new agents, I like to introduce myself and tell them where I come, right? Where I came from. So can you give us a little history of where you came from, where you're at right now, so that we can fall in love with you, man, for those people who don't know you like we do.
Yeah, absolutely. And thank you so much for that. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your time. I know how valuable your time is, so I always try to use the time wisely and to give you good information, so you don't get off the call and like, oh my gosh, I just wasted so much of my life. So I am third generation insurance. My whole life is pretty much insurance. all my best friends, the people that I vacation with, spend time with, are the people that are in the insurance industry. And I work with my brother and my sister, and we have an awesome staff of people that have been with us for up to 16, 18 years. But long story short, when I was a little kid, I used to see my dad work. Now, I didn't see my dad a lot because he traveled so much, like 9 months out of the year sometimes. But when I was a little kid, I used to see him work, and he could work from home. He could work from a baseball. He could work wherever he wanted to and work whenever he wanted to. And I started asking him about it at a young age, and it was insurance. So while I was still in high school, I was talking about getting my insurance license and following in the family footsteps. And I went to work. I applied to work in their supply room. And that was with our partners up in Scottsdale, Mike and Mark, at General Agent Center. And so at 18, 19 years old, I was filling supply orders for our brand new product that we just developed called the Lifestyle Protector. And it was a critical illness plan on a life insurance chassis. And so started doing supplies on that. And then I started selling and testing robo-dialed leads. And I was going door to door and knocking on doors. And then from them, I started working with all the agents across the nation and helping them develop sales systems, helping them, talk to their clients better, sell easier, sell online and all of that. And then over the years, I've continued to be a personal producing agent. So I'm a bit of a hybrid from what you all are used to. You have a lot of different carrier reps that work with you all, and they're amazing. They're fantastic. They're not still selling, or maybe they have never sold. I'm still selling actively and put up some big numbers last year. Actually, it was my biggest year ever. So that's a little bit about us. We're a family firm. We work for you. We develop products. We do strategic relationships, and we're also boots on the ground in the field.
So is General Agency Center your agency, or how does that
No,
work?
so that was developed in 1974 by Mark Mallon in Washington. And then he moved the agency to Arizona. And then him and my brother and his son and, Mark and my dad and both of their sons started working together. And then I came into the picture.
I see. Tell us a little bit about your experience, doing the door-to-door sales. A lot of people are transitioning from the face-to-face, maybe the door-to-door sales to telesales because of the coronavirus. So tell us your experience, man, and what you got from those door-to-door sales.
All right, so it's I've never done Ask Me Anything anyway. So really funny. At our office back in the day, we bought one of those robo-dial machines that everybody hates, and they came out with the TCPA to try to combat it and all that. But we had one. We had an 8-line robo-dialer, and it would call people all day long, and it would ask simple critical illness questions. Like, you might have health insurance, but do you know somebody's had a heart attack, stroke, or cancer? Was their quality of life affected in a negative way? The same questions that we have today. And so every morning, my brother and I would go in and we would listen to the messages that we got. And sometimes, one time it was a message where somebody for the entire time they were allowed to leave a message, they just said, F off and die, F off and die, F off and die, F off and die. So, I swear to you. So, we used to listen to these responses, but every once in a while, there would be somebody like, yes, somebody I know that had a heart attack, please give me a call. I'd be interested in this information. And so we would print that out and we would call them to make an appointment. Well, back in the day, like I said, my dad started in the debit world. And if you don't know what the debit world is, you knock on doors collecting nickels, dimes, and quarters, predominantly lower income neighborhoods for burial policies. My father told me that if you ever have a lead and they don't answer for your appointment, just either knock on the door or go to the neighbor's house, knock on the neighbor's door and say, I'm the insurance professional that handles so-and-so. We had an appointment. They must have forgot, or, what's going, can I help you? He's always like, hey, try to get a sale. So my very first day with these robo-dial leads, I finally got enough robo-dial leads where I could go out, I could make some appointments. And all of my appointments were no-shows. I got porched at every single appointment and didn't know what to do. And so I actually, I got to get up for a second, let my dog out of my office here.
Yeah.
I Sorry about that, but we all are kind of working from home, right?
No, it's all good.
So
this is natural. This is real time.
I stopped in a Circle K parking lot, and didn't want to call my dad because I was scared, S-list, like, oh my God, he's gonna totally think I failed. So all I did was grab the leads that I had left that I didn't have appointments for, and started showing up at their house. The next 4 places I went, everybody showed up, and I sold. It was the greatest experience ever. I still get pumped about it. There was a guy from Cave Creek, Arizona. He hated medical insurance. He was into holistic healing. That's why I talk about that all the time. And in the middle of my presentation, he looked at me and goes, "How much does $200 a month buy me?" And at the time, our critical illness policy, the average premium was about $23. So I sold him on a paper application. Then my next appointment was a guy from Finland. He was a pastor, and they have nationalized healthcare there. And so I was able to sell him and his wife critical illness policies. I had asked him, hey, now that you're here, how often do they pass around the tray for people that had a heart attack, stroke, or cancer in your congregation? And he said, we've already had to do that a couple times. And my whole pitch to him was, we're going to sell you these policies so they don't have to do that for you. And he totally got it. In a congregation, a lot of people, there's heart attacks, there's strokes, there's cancers. Instead of passing around a collection tray to help them, why not buy a critical illness plan? So I sold both of them on that. My next one was we used to have a plan called the Preferred Golden Protector, and it was a final expense. And all I had in my briefcase was that plan and the life insurance, the critical illness life. And my next appointment, I sold a lady, final expense. I went in there, I had coffee with her, I had cookies with her. She didn't want me to leave. She wanted me to hang out forever. And then her son called, and he thought I was scamming her. And so I sold him a critical illness policy as well because his wife had cancer. So that was it was the greatest day ever. And I called my dad and said, Dad, this is what happened. Did I do a good job? I had sold over 4,000 AV that day. And he's like, oh my gosh, do you realize how much money you just made? And he's like, I mean, how much money you just made the company? Because I was hourly. I was
just going to ask you how much the commission was or something like that, man. Damn it.
It was thousands of dollars, and I was on hourly, so I didn't get to receive any of that. But he gave me the option of learning the whole business from top to bottom, and servicing. And so I was like, all right, I'm going to do both. And so that's a lead is a lead is a lead. Truly, one thing I'll say really quick too is, back in the day when my father and my brother were doing about $370, $380 million a year in major medical premium, there was a 2-week period where their lead vendor went belly up. He was an interesting gentleman. He had a gambling problem, and he went belly up. And so this is back when the leads were on 3x5 index cards, for any of you that remember that. My brother, who was very young, and my sister spent an entire weekend at my dad's office in Florida using a black permanent marker and blacking out the dates of all these old leads that they had. So the lead vendor went belly up. They had to provide leads to all of their agents in the marketplace. They had tons of aged leads at their office. They put a black mark over all of the dates on all of them, and they sent them out there to their distribution. And they had one of the best weeks they'd ever had in the entire history of the company. And from then on, people would constantly ask for the black line leads. It's all perception.
It is. Oh, my bad. I guess I got to turn off my phone. It is all perception. So when I started working with HSC, they have these lead buckets, right? They have the age leads, the real-time leads, and the exclusive leads. And, coming into the industry, you're broke. You can't buy,
right,
exclusive leads. So what do you got to do? You got to do what you got to do, right? So you're doing the walk and talks. You're walking in 3 feet of snow with no snow boots, trying to get people, but the B leads are in there that say, here, they inquired about insurance 2 or 3 years ago. And that's where I started my career. I'm like, okay, I'm just going to call these people, tell them we're doing some spring cleaning here. And, you inquired about health insurance, a couple years ago or a couple months ago. Do you still need help with that? And a lot of people would say no. And a lot of people would say yes. It's like I said, a lead needs a lead, right? Talk to us about, go ahead.
It is. No, a lead is a lead. You're absolutely correct. It's all in your mindset.
Talk to us about, I was just thinking, $4,000 in AV. You made the company enough commission to pay your salary probably for 4 months or something.
Back then, I was making $8.25 an hour, so I had just got a raise.
That's wild. That's wild.
Yeah. I mean, that's all I did all day long, Carlos, is sit in the supply room and fill UPS and USPS and FedEx packages all day long. It was so monotonous, but I learned about the products that way.
I was gonna say, there's always something you learn from whatever it is that you do, right? Even if it's, man, this job sucks. I learned that I'm never ever gonna do this again. You know, like I don't want to be in this position again. You know.
Well, I mean, I learned. I was like, listen, this job sucks, but I wonder why so many people keep calling up and asking about these products. There must be something good in it. And so I just started reading the brochure, and just take a step outside of the insurance box for a second and think about the fact that there's a product out there that if you have a heart attack, stroke, cancer, you get a big fat check.
Right.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It still astonishes me to this day that there's literally a product that is going to give you a big lump sum of money if something bad happens to you. And this stuff happens to everybody.
And what's the stats? What are the stats? Like 1 in 4 people are going to have some sort of cancer or heart attack or stroke.
Oh man. So half of all men will get cancer in their lifetime. Half of all women will get cancer. It used to be 1 out of every 3 women will get some form of cancer in their lifetime. Now it's half. So half of us are going to get some form of cancer, whether it's a basal cell or a breast. And every 45 to 60 is a heart attack and or stroke. So it's crazy. It's the numbers are crazy, and there's a product that will pay you a lump sum of money, and it's exciting.
It's not expensive at all, like you said. Maybe what is it, $40 for 40,000 or something? I don't know. What's the stat?
Well, we have a lot of people that are just right now. The key to this product is selling a premium amount, not face amount. We were really lucky with the old product because the rates were really, really low. Mm-hmm. But this product the Occidental product is a lot more robust. One thing that I want people to know is our rates are guaranteed for 10 years on the Occidental product. Then it's guaranteed renewable every 10 years. And then it's guaranteed convertible prior to the age of, I think it's 65 or 60. But guaranteed. And then your NatGen product, the rate is only guaranteed for 5 years. So that's something that people really need to understand on the Occidental product. And the fact that the chronic illness rider, the confined care rider, and all of the critical illnesses make it a super robust product that, if you keep the product long enough, you're going to get paid. So as long as you're selling a dollar amount instead of a face amount, you're going to be successful. Sell 40, 50, 60 bucks a month. That's going to get your clients 20, 30, 40 grand. And that's exactly what they need. This product is not a replacement for true life insurance or death insurance, as I like to call it. It's to get you through the next couple months.
So a lot of us, including myself, are not really too savvy with the life insurance and the critical illness and stuff. When you say guaranteed renewable, what does that mean? And when you say guaranteed transferable or convertible, what does that mean? Help us understand.
Yes, sir. So on our Occidental critical illness plan, once you lock in a rate, let's say of $40 a month, mm-hmm. that rate is going to stay $40 a month for the next 10 years. It's not going to change at all. It's guaranteed. Then at the end of 10 years, you have the option of either keeping that same premium amount and your face amount will go down, or keeping the same face amount and your premium will and your premium will increase. Mm-hmm. So it's guaranteed for you to get another 10 years, regardless of your insurability. Let's say you're in the worst health ever, you can still get it for another 10 years. And then prior to the age of, I think it's 60, you can convert it to whole life insurance, a permanent plan that starts building cash value. And that's guaranteed. Carlos, when people get to be 50, 60 years old, their insurability becomes suspect. They can't get what they used to be able to get because their health has declined. And with this product, holy moly, now they can turn it into a whole life plan and start building cash value and use it as like a final expense plan. So You know, and you talked about life insurance too. I was on a call yesterday with Faith. I was on a call with my buddy Lonnie this week. I was on a call with a couple other folks that are selling the term made simple. And if you're selling any term life insurance, ladies and gentlemen, you got to sell the term made simple. It's on your Occidental platform. It gives you trip credit and all that kind of good stuff. The commissions are huge on it. And the product is amazing. Compare it to Moo, compare it to anybody else out there with term. The rates are cheaper, the commission's higher, and it's a really easy issue product.
So we all have a portal, an Occidental portal?
Yeah.
Is that right?
You all have an Occidental portal that you can sell your critical life solutions through. You can sell your term made simple through. And you can also sell senior choice, and that's the final expense plan that we have.
How fast do we get paid?
Every single day of the week, sir. We issue every day of the week, and we pay every day of the week. And this does not go through the API at HST. You get paid directly on all of this. And in fact, I'm looking right now because I told you that we're going to be doing some cool calendar events today at 9 a.m. And there'll be more of these, so you don't have to jump on the 9 a.m. Today at 9 a.m., we're doing an intro to life sales, where Leo is doing that Zoom webinar. Really cool. Intro to life sales, everything you need to know about life. We're doing an Occidental life product overview at 10:30. We're going to be doing intro to life sales almost every week. We're going to try to put out as much cool, quality, positive information as possible.
That link to the webinar I noticed was on your Facebook page, like you had posted on your personal page. Is that right?
You know what? For that one, I don't think so. But what I can do is I can send the links for both of those over to you right now.
Yeah, send them over to me so I can, copy them in the messenger or copy them on Facebook, just in case anybody wants to jump on board. Because I don't.
Awesome.
I saw you post something, and I thought I saw a link there, but if that's not the right one, then I'd like to have the right one.
Okay, so I'm sending you two of them. I just sent you one right now, and then I'm going to send you another one right now.
Okay.
So those you'll be able to post both of those.
Okay.
Let me know if you don't get them.
I did get the emails. Yes.
All right, cool. I got another one coming to you right now. Boom. So I don't know if everyone read, but we're going to be doing some cool stuff. I almost said cool shit. Sorry.
That's okay.
We're going to be doing we're going to be doing cooking with LJ. We're going to be doing whiskey with Leo. Obviously, we're doing this Ask Me Anything with me that I've never done one of these before, but I'm going to try to think of something cool that I like to do in my spare time or some type of to do a webinar on, in addition to life insurance. Why underwritten life insurance is a great way to go right now. You talked about life insurance for a second, Carlos, and we want to dive more into that. Not only can you sell the term made simple and it's simplified issue, and we issue it every single day, but if you all want to get in any sort of truly underwritten life insurance, I highly recommend it. And that's for your clients that are close personal clients that don't mind going through a pyramid or some type of underwriting, clients that don't mind waiting a week or two to get their policy issued. And the reason I say that is because it's the most persistent business that you can write. When you get somebody on a fully underwritten life insurance plan and they go through all the hoops to get the plan, they're not letting the plan go.
What's more common? Is it the guaranteed issued product or the underwritten product? I always thought the underwritten product was more abundant.
So in our marketplace, in the life or in the health, us health agents, we sell a lot more jet issue, guaranteed issue life. And then in the true life space, they know that how important that rate is. They don't want an agent to come in behind them and, flip the business out. So they're doing that underwritten life, and they're getting that best possible premium amount for their client.
Cool. So Jay, talk to us. Why are you guys doing these cool things? The Ask Me Anythings, the cooking, the whiskey. Why are you guys doing that now? What's going on?
Well, as we all know, this is one of the craziest times in the history of our country, our world. I normally like to think of myself as someone that has a lot of answers, and right now I don't have a lot. So when that's the case, I try to look at what's the next best thing that I can do, what's the next best thing we can do as a company, and it is what we've always done. It's support all of you in new and unique ways. It's supporting small business all around. It is, hold on, you got to see this for a second, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, buddy, I'm working right now.
Hey.
I'm working, dude.
Where'd you get all those?
Thank you so much.
Where'd you get all those muscles from?
Hey, Rue, where do you get all those muscles from? So we're doing all this stuff so we can break up the monotony, start like a new normal, show you like where we're at as far as like true people, heartfelt. I mean, I heard I heard Cuomo say something that was just amazing. You know, a human being isn't built for this. We need touch. We need closeness. We need community. We need to be around people. And since we can't do it face to face or in groups, the next best thing obviously is doing a webinar. So if I can bring you all into my house and see my family and talk about maybe billiards or, you know, ATV riding or whatever, and my sister can do something on cooking and you all can have fun with that. We can all have a whiskey or two with Leo. I just think it promotes a better sense of community, and it shows all of us, hey, shit's really weird right now, but at least we're all in it together.
What is she cooking first?
I don't know, but you can always make a request because she's an amazing cook, like ridiculously good.
We're gonna have to try it out. Hey guys, we're staying at home, so we. I'm an awesome cook, but I'd love to learn a little bit more. So you guys should tune in too. Hey, by the way, everybody that's on here, Gino, Dave, Faith, Rosie, everybody else, this is Ask Jay anything. You get whatever you want. Remember, we talked about the birds and the bees too. If you want to talk to him about that, but you know, he's a little nervous to answer, but you can still ask.
Rosie, I saw your question right here, and yes, you have a personal link for the Term Made Simple, the critical illness plan, and I'll make sure that you have that and have Leo send it over to you.
Great. So Jay, at what point did you guys transition from the door knocking, the going to the neighbor's house, to the telesales? Is that what you guys do primarily now? And when did you guys do that, and how did that transition happen?
So remember, everything that we did was always doing it to test for the field. So our organization, we don't compete with you. We don't openly sell, all that kind of stuff. We'll do personal production, friends, family. We'll do large group businesses of companies that we know, the C-levels or high executives. But other than that, we support our field force. So what I saw was up until, let's see here, I got to close the door. Up until about, I want to say 2008, 2009, we were supporting our agents in the marketplace that were going door to door. We were still showing up and doing, Friday meetings where organizations would have all their agents come in on a Friday. They would hand out checks. They would do Monday meetings where they handed out leads. There was, ringing bells, and then everybody would go out and do all their appointments. But then as online applications started to become more prevalent and they started to become a lot easier, people started taking advantage of that work from home model and doing telesales, or even, work from a building with a whole bunch of other people that are doing telesales, kind of like the virtual model. And so we adapted to that because that's what you wanted. That's what the marketplace wanted. We were old school, rate card in our front pocket, paper application, go out, write the business, call it a day. But the marketplace wanted to do online sales. And so that's what we had to accommodate.
let's talk about you guys have experience with these agents all across the country. Well, let me ask you this question, because I had something in my head first. So I noticed that about 2-3 years ago, you started creating the how-to videos, and they were on your CBS insurance website. Why did you start creating those videos? And tell us what you think. How important are those videos to generate, business for your company, and what would it do for us?
Oh, so the videos, everybody has always liked the videos. We started out putting videos on our website, cbsinsurance.net, like 15 years ago, we were putting videos on our site.
I didn't notice until like 3 years ago, I would say.
I used to have a combo sales video. It was 17 minutes long, and it taught you how to sell, regular major medical along with critical illness and accident. When I say regular medical, old school major medical before the ACA, underwritten major medical. And the video was awesome. It got us so many agents writing so much business. And I had so many agents that came and said, "Oh, JR, you just inspired the heck out of me. Now I want to write business. I want to buy one of these policies on myself." So we continued to do the videos, but then we stepped up our game. We did some cartoon videos that are on our site that allow you to learn. We did some how-to videos on our site that allow you to learn. But then one of the things that's really cool on our site is our POS videos, point of sale or after sale videos. And I recommend everybody on here to look at those, because Sarah does the videos and they're generic, ladies and gentlemen. So even if you're not selling VBA, you're not selling Occidental, it doesn't matter. The videos are generic. So one of the videos is if you sold them a medical plan along with an accident. So let's say you sold your client a medical along with an accident plan. You can utilize this video and send it over to your client, and it says, "Hey, you just talked to your agent, you bought medical, you bought accident, you did a great job, way to go. If you have any questions, call your agent." Then we have another video that's accident and critical illness. And so we have those videos that you can actually send directly to your clients after you make the sale. And it really solidifies the sale. So I would certainly take a look at the POS videos on our site. So everybody can use them. We will actually make them for you. We'll put your logo on them, your information on them, so you can send them out. The website, cbsinsurance.net, Charlie Boy Sam Insurance spelled out .net. Sorry, my 6-year-old is having some fun in my office right now.
That's okay. So we can literally go to the website, copy the link to the video, and send that out to our clients, right? And
yeah, but what I'd like you to do first is let's get them personalized. Hey, will you please stop doing that? I know, but I'm on a call, buddy. We need to get them, we can personalize them for you with your logo, your name, all that. In fact, I don't know if you can share it right now, but if you just want to go to cbsinsurance.net, Carlos, we can show everybody what I'm talking about.
Let's do it. 1 second. Let me get all this mess out of the way.
I like it.
Right here too. We'll play with that a lot. Yeah, video library. And then you have to scroll all the way down, and you're going to see the 3 videos with Sarah. And man, clients really dig these. So keep going down a little bit more. And then right here. So there's a CI, there's an AME, and there's a combo. So on the CI, that's a video if you sold medical with CI. The next one is if you sold medical with AME. The next one is if you sold medical with CI and AME. So if you want to click that Sarah combo and listen to that, and then I'll get my young man out here.
Your insurance professional has probably just completed a presentation showing you the value of buying a health insurance plan with a high deductible ranging from $3,000 to $5,000 or maybe more. Please remember that these higher deductible plans reduce costs in a big way that give you the ability to add critical illness insurance and association benefit plans. It is important to add these plans to protect yourself. You may have also been shown the importance of buying your health insurance through a health insurance company, an association benefits plan that includes accident coverage through a company that specializes in association benefits, and a critical illness company that is a benchmark in the industry. Why is it important to use these separate companies for all these great benefits, you ask? Simple. It's because there's no such thing as one-stop shopping, nor a one-size-fits-all. Plus, as some folks say, you should never put too many eggs in one basket. So why wouldn't all these same ideas apply to insurance? Make sure you're taking advantage of the best companies for your financial protection, and most importantly, yours and your family's peace of mind. If you don't have health insurance, you need critical illness and accident insurance more than anyone. Simply call your insurance professional, and they will go the extra mile to complete your coverage.
So we can cut it right at the
118. With
118.
any questions, we can be reached at 888-455-7462.
So we can cut it right around 116 is where it says you did a great job, blah, blah, and then it's done, and then we can put your logo and your telephone number on it. And I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, if you just sold, I call it a three-banger, a medical, an accident, a critical illness, and then you're emailing your client saying, hey, this is your information for your medical, this is your information for your accident, this is information for your critical illness, and then you add that video in there. You know, we know people click on videos. They watch them.
All the time.
You know, they're sick of reading copy. So not only are they going to watch that video, but then that third party that comes in and says, hey, what you just did was really smart. It works.
What's wild is this is so simple, right? These videos are so simple and nobody does them. It's so wild. Like, this should be part of everybody's training, that the post sale is important. Imagine, you know, all of us on here, we have, you know, maybe 500 clients. Let's say 200 clients, right? And we decided to blast them with this video, right? What if 10 people out of the 200 said, "Okay, Carlos, yeah, I saw that video. I do want to tell me more about the AME. Tell me more about the critical illness." People don't do this. It's so
right.
easy, and we don't understand. And now there's no excuse, guys. We got JR telling us he'll do it for us. Just put the logo on there and whatever, the phone number, and bam, bam. This should be something.
Yeah, we've cut the video. If you say, hey, I want the video cut at 114 and my logo on there and my telephone number, that's what we'll do. I'll have it over to you. It's running a little bit late right now, but it'll probably done. I can probably get them done by the end of the week. My guy Eric that works on them is a little behind right now, but we'll have them to you. And if you just set them up in your file to where as soon as you sell a client, you know exactly where to go to pull the video and hit that email. Everything we do is on the KISS system, ladies and gentlemen.
Keep it simple, stupid.
Yeah. Yep.
Keep
it simple.
Everybody should be doing this post-sale stuff, 100%. You know, everybody knows what I do. I mean, we obviously send them the thank you cards. We do a lot of the Medicare stuff. We send them a Medicare card holder. We send them the post-sale videos like this on what to expect with their insurance. Just the 1 month follow-up call here. How you doing? And
right.
If you put together, you know, if you guys can put together 3 or 4 videos like this and send it out once a month post-sale, I mean, it's just part of the gig. You're going to be making more money. This is what everybody.
And there's other videos on here too that are pretty cool for you to watch. You know, obviously right now everybody has a lot of time, so you know, the don't check the box video. That's one of the most important videos you can watch. Ladies and gentlemen, you're checking the box and adding critical illness and accident on your medical because it's easy. And I get it, it's easy, but it pays you less money. It gives your clients less benefits. And when your client wants to cancel, they can call one number. When an agent wants to flip you out, it's a lot easier. You know, the most successful agents that you see every single year with HST are selling medical through a medical company, critical illness through Occidental, and accident through either NatGen or through VBA. They're not checking that box because, you know, that's where you get, that's just the easy way, and it's less money to you.
JR, tell us more about VBA. A lot of us
VBA,
don't know where to go to get a quote for VBA.
Okay.
What do we do?
So go to GAC quote, GACquote.com, and that's where you can get everything you need for VBA. They won't sell directly to a consumer, so that's why it says if you're an individual or not, because then if you're an individual coming to the site, they'll direct you back to an agent. But this is where you can go to check out products and all of that. You'll get your own link, so I can make sure that everybody has their own VBA link, especially everybody that's on this call. If you can send me a list of everybody that's on this call, I can make sure that everybody has a VBA link. And I'll also do it for the Occidental links. But simply this, VBA is an association product. It has accident medical expense in it. It has telemedicine. It has ID theft. It has everything that right now the world kind of needs, especially in this pandemic. I own the plan myself, and I stand by this plan. We pay our claims. We take care of our members. And like I said, I practice what I preach. I truly own this plan on myself and my family. It's a great accident plan. It is not a one and done. It is unlimited. So if you buy this VBA accident plan, and let's say you have this $7,500 plan, because that's what I have. If you have an accident every week that's $7,500, they're going to pay every single accident. There is no cap. There is no number. There's no maximum number of accidents or annual cap on dollar amount. It's as many accidents as you have. It's not a scheduled benefit plan. So if something bad happens, an accident, they're going to get a lot of money back.
You're going to get a big fat check, like you say.
Big fat check. And it's a great plan. Like if you're not looking at VBA, you need to be looking at VBA, and I'll make sure everybody on this call has information on it.
The accident medical expense with VBA. One of the I think the coolest things about it is that with Nat Gen, we're capped at 10 grand, but VBA goes all the way up to
25,000.
There you go.
And you do not need your client's signature.
What?
So for all of you, for all of you that is like, oh my God, I can't do 3 apps. I can't do 3 apps. I can't do 3 signatures. You don't have to. All the information you get for the health is basically all you need for the critical illness application. And then you can do the VBA app in your own time. You type their name for them 3 times. That's it. That's the signature.
So Rosie has a question and Mike has a question. Mike, how you doing, man? I haven't seen you in a long time. You doing okay? Mike,
yeah. You guys can hear me?
Yeah. Hey, Mike, how you doing, man?
Good. Long time. How's everything?
I know, man. Everything's good. How's life over there in Jersey?
Jersey, everything is shut down. As you know, just essential workers. The same everywhere. Just working from home. But I've always been from home, probably like 70% of the time. My larger clients I can't see now. Everybody's like holding off,
You are a big life insurance guy, right? That's what you do.
I'm more into IUL annuities. I focus more on the larger clients. I do health also, but my prime focus is on a high-end product. So I do a lot of investment kind of related. Health I do also, Obamacare and all that stuff. I'm not really full-fledged, but I am more interested in easy products where I can just have advertise on social media and have somebody sign up and stuff like that. It gets very tough to kind of manage everything. So my focus is on larger network clients, basically.
I see.
That's really where I try to get most. And then the Obamacare is just kind of residual income, which comes every month,
You had a question for JR?
Yeah, I just want to find out if this is available in Jersey. It says yes, okay. And then is this something where I can just sort of like, put it on social media and with my site and then have people just sign up with a link or something like that?
All day long, sir, and I can help you do that as well.
Okay, perfect. You can just send me whatever information is to Carlos or something, and then I'll sort of...
Yep, I will do it. I'll make sure you have your link and all that, and if you'd like to spitball ideas on getting it out there to social media and your clients, would love to do that. get Leo involved. He helps with our social media.
I'm more into health products or anything with sort of like autopilots or something, because on smaller items, it becomes like I do postings and stuff, and I post on groups and stuff like that. So you have a lot of shares. So it's just sort of a thing where people sort of come back in, you know, like I do dental with another company, but just put on a link and then, you know, you get your 1 month commission or the sign up commission. So more easier products. It gets a bit difficult to really call each and every client. That's really where one man show, you can only do so much, you know? So
yeah, there's a perfect product for that. It really is. And we have a consumer-facing website for this. It's beautiful. If anybody's ever seen the VBA brochure, it's really busy. It's ugly. It hurts your eyes. And that's because that's how they have to be. But if you go to VBAmembers.com, our client-facing site is ridiculous. And it actually drills into all of the benefits. Like our dental discount on here is through Dentamax. That's the largest network there is. You can start getting major services are discounted from day one. Our identity theft is Vero. They're 4 times larger than LifeLock. So this site right here is great for clients.
Yeah, the ID lock is also something which you kind of add on to, you know, the posts and stuff like that, you know. You said VBA members, right? .com?
Yep, VBAmembers.com. That's the client-facing site.
Okay, so I'll check it out.
Mike has the right idea that he doesn't want to stay busy with all the little stuff, you know, the dentals, the visions, the things like he wants that stuff to be automated, and he wants to focus on the annuity stuff where the big hitters are, right? The whale hunting is.
Well, I mean, you know, you gotta balance out what you do. Like in times like this, I have a lot of my larger clients holding off buying, you know, say an IUL, but those are larger products where the commissions are much more and the investments are much more. But they're always there. They're not going anywhere, just sort of putting on hold. So you sort of got a little bit of balance, a little bit of Obamacare, a little bit of this, almost like a meter, you know? You got to like leverage everything out. You can't really do everything one time. And if you look at a stock market, it's up today, but it's going to go down again because you know how it is. They want to open up, you know, trading in the next 2 weeks. That's not going to happen. So everybody is just on the edge right now, basically, you know?
Well,
you know,
just to let you know, I insure, and when I say I, it's always a we. There's about 12 people on my team. We do a lot of group business, and my clients, I have about 120 companies, individual companies that are part of one corporation that I handle all their A&H and all their PNCs on. It's hotels, it's casinos, it's restaurants, all that. I'm being told from a crisis management call yesterday that the Washington card rooms that I insure will be open on April 6th. And I'm being told that the casinos and the hotels I insure are going to be open in Nevada on April 15th. So they're getting these dates from somebody much, much more high up. I don't know where they're getting them, but some of us are, and I think Carlos was saying he's hearing middle of April too from some stuff. So something's going on middle of April. Where
realistically, I think that's not going to happen. They're going to change course. Singapore just got around 38 cases. They are not allowing people coming in. Anybody coming in has to be on quarantine for 14 days. India just extended their lockdown an hour back till April 15. Italy is getting crazes. I mean, it's not going to happen. It's all Trump is doing this because the market has dropped really down. So you just need to spike up a little bit. The market's up 1,200 because of speculation that America is going to be open for business in the next 2 weeks. That's not going to happen. It's got to be very realistic. People don't use their heads. You go by what the market says. But realistically, that's not going to happen. I mean, I'm not going to send my kids to school if the school even opens up in the next 2-3 weeks. I'd rather he stay home and studies because you never know what happens, man. I mean.
Yeah, I agree. It's going to be a hard shoot for April 15th. I do know one of our colleagues works in Barcelona, Spain, and she is under quarantine inside of her apartment. She can't leave except for essential. And if you get caught outside, it's a civil fine of 2,000 euros.
Yeah, same thing in Singapore. If you end up, you have a fine of $10,000. So they are imposing something so that people can stay off the streets. And until they do that in the U.S., people will keep on going to the beaches. Like in California yesterday, everybody's at the beach. So this is where the problem. In Miami, there was a gay festival yesterday or day before. Everybody was in the Miami festival, and a lot of them tested positive. So, you know, people just need to leave the house, but sometimes they don't use their heads.
Right.
Unfortunately, you know.
Our cleaning lady here at the headquarters said that in Poland, it's a $30,000 fine or $10,000 fine, you know, US dollars. But what they're doing there is they're bringing food to everybody's homes. Like the government is like, okay, stay home. We're gonna feed you. We're gonna take care of you. But if you go out, man, you're gonna cough up some money, and you might even get arrested. You know, that's how serious it is. It's wild.
Well, it needs to be done. I mean, in the amount of cases is certainly surging.
Yeah. So just to be clear, JR, there is a link where our clients can sign themselves up for VBA.
Yeah, you can give them your sales link. I'm going to make sure if you get me a list of everybody on this call, Carlos, I'm going to make sure everybody on this call has a link for both Occidental and VBA. One of the things I'll tell you is we pay claims on VBA. You never see any issues online of us not paying claims. We don't get complaints. When in question, we pay the claim. So just remember that when it comes to our AME.
What's the deductible?
It depends on what plan you choose. It goes from $75 up to $250 on the $25,000.
Oh, $75 up to $250?
Yep. Yep.
Wow, that's fantastic. Everybody on this call knows that NatGen's deductible is $250. That's the standard. So if you want to have one that's lower deductible, $75, man.
There's 7 options for you on the brochure. So $2,000 up to $25,000 in coverage, and it's an amazing plan. It is the best AME association plan in the market, bar none. Our telemedicine is unlimited, and there is no copay. It's also video medicine if that's what you prefer. The identity theft is, it's worth $20 a month. And then all the benefits through it. There's a pet assure on there that's discounts on anything pet, even in-home services. And the dental discounts through Dentamax are huge.
Does the VBA come with telemedicine service?
Yeah.
I was going to ask the same question. Yeah. So especially in times of this, when people don't have health insurance, this would be a good fit to push it out where they can just go online, see a doctor, and get a prescription at their local pharmacy and stuff, correct?
Yeah, actually, if you will, go to cbsinsurance.net, Carlos, and let's pull up the brochure so you all can see that.
Where am I going? Products?
Yep, and go to accident.
Right here.
And then that brochure right there.
Accident medical expense.
Yep, and we have MD hotline on there.
There we go.
Unlimited. There is no consultation fee whatsoever at all.
So if none of you have ever tried telemedicine, I'm going to give you 2 examples, right? And this telemedicine is fantastic. So a couple years ago, my daughter had a sore throat. It was late at night, maybe like 10:30. We're coming home from, my sister-in-law's house, and the doctor's not available. It's not serious enough to have to go to the hospital. The urgent cares are too expensive, So like, well, let's try the telemedicine service, right? So we call telemedicine. The operator asks us a few questions, and then they say, okay, stick by your phone. The doctor's going to call you in about 15, 20 minutes. Sure enough, the doctor calls. We tell him what's going on. The doctor says, okay, take a picture of your daughter's throat. So we say, open wide, say, We take a picture. We text it over to her. And she says, no, I need you to take a better picture. I can't see the back of the throat. So again, we take a better picture, and she sees it, and she says, okay, I don't see any infection or bacteria or white spots, So if she starts coughing, then it's a virus. If she starts coughing in 24 hours, it's a virus, right? Sure, and it'll go away in 24 hours. So sure enough, she starts coughing the next day, and it goes away the next day, right? So she was spot on, right? The second time we use it, we noticed that she had a little rash on her shoulder, right? And we're like, well, we know the dermatologist is going to be expensive, right? Let's try the telemedicine service. So we called telemed. We talked to the operator. The operator says, stick by your phone. The doctor's gonna call you in about 45 minutes. Sure enough, the doctor calls. It's from an unknown number. And I asked the doctor, where are you? He's like, I'm in Singapore. So it doesn't matter. He's in Singapore. He's probably retired. He's probably just doing the stuff on the side, you know? So he says, take a picture of the shoulder. We send it to him. He says, okay, I know exactly what it is. It's Contagium molluscum. Where's your pharmacy? We tell him where the pharmacy is, and an hour later, we're picking up the medication, right? And how much does that cost us? That doesn't cost us a thing. Telemedicine doesn't cost us a thing. We were able to talk to a doctor about the sore throat. We were able to talk to a doctor about dermatology, you know, about what's going on. So you can talk to, sometimes these MD hotlines, these telemedicine services even have mental health services, right? Where they need to talk to their psychologist or psychiatrist or get some medication prescribed. You can do that too. This is now the time. And for those of you who are running into clients that are saying, you know, health insurance is way too expensive, whether it's, you know, Obamacare or short-term or fixed indemnity, get them something, an accident policy with telemedicine services, at least, right? Because it's not a question of if it's going to happen, it's when it's going to happen. Most people go into the hospital because of an accident, right? You guys agree? Accidents? Guys.
I certainly do. I mean, I certainly do. And you're right. It's the telemedicine, it's free. They'll help you with mental, but also if they can't help you, they'll make an appointment with a specialist for you. They'll call you and let you know when that appointment is, and then they'll also do follow-up service. And one thing that people don't realize, that people don't realize, which is crazy, is that they will send you a complete follow-up of everything that happened on all your doctor records from your telemedicine. So within like an hour of your appointment being done, you get an email that goes over everything. It's cool. Somebody asked a question about COVID-19 test. No, they can't do that via telemedicine. You actually have to go in for the COVID test.
So to confirm, this telemedicine is the same as how you have it with Embedder and all those major health insurance companies, Horizon or whatever. It's the same kind of concept where you have a real doctor and everything, and who's able to answer your question and give you a prescription at your local pharmacy, right? Okay.
That's absolutely correct. And if you do not have health insurance, there's a discount on the prescription too. So if you scroll down on that brochure, Carlos, there's discounts on everything. It's all the way at the bottom, from dental, vision, LASIK, and all of that. Maybe it's not. Let's see here. Actually, go back up. My apologies. Maybe it's on the very first page at the bottom.
Right here? No.
Looking for all the discounts. They're not showing up. The EBC card is all our discounts, and one of them is prescriptions. So you can actually use our prescription discount when you go pick up that script as well. And I'll make sure I send over. I'll make sure I send over the EBC information. Okay.
Jay, you know it's 10:55 my time. I know your time is worth $400, and I'm completely broke. So I don't want to take up too much of your time.
We're all broke, and all of our time is equally valuable, sir.
So tell us, any final words for the people that are listening, that are going to be listening to this video? Anything you'd like to say to us before I give you my last question?
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, it's all about action. Bottom line, you can make any excuse you want to why you don't do something, why you don't try something, and then you won't get the results, whether they're good, they're bad, they're indifferent. The only way you succeed is by failing. So you need to try stuff. You need to try new things. You need to go outside the box. If you haven't used the videos, you need to use the videos. If you haven't, tried to sell either one of these products, I encourage you to do so. Just get outside your comfort zone, do the next right thing, and just do something. Most of the time, people just aren't successful because they don't do anything. Wake up, get to work, kick butt, and enjoy what you do.
And a quick tip, if you guys know people like Gary Vee, Grant Cardone, follow these guys. There's a lot of information you can learn from these people. Just add that in or something.
100% how words are very powerful, right? The words that you just said, JR, the words that other people would say, they make a big impact on us. We're moldable, if that's a word, or malleable.
Right, yeah.
Whatever that word is, But JR, let me ask you one final question. I want you to think hard. Is there a land mammal that you can outrun?
Is there a land mammal that I can outrun? Ooh. What is the slowest land mammal out there?
I was thinking on the way to work, I was thinking I can probably outrun a pig. I don't know if I can outrun anything else.
No way. You can't outrun a pig.
No, are they pretty fast? I don't think I've ever seen.
No, you can't, Carlos. They are fast.
Yeah.
They are fast?
Yeah.
Oh, damn it. I thought I had one. I couldn't think of any. I was like, man, is a pig pretty slow?
My dog is pretty fat, and even he outruns me.
Okay. So we have no chance then?
No, I don't think we can outrun any land mammal, actually. I'm trying to think of one that we possibly could, but no, I don't think we can any of them.
Eileen says me. You can outrun me.
Yeah, that's why I was laughing.
Well, JR, man, I totally appreciate your time, man. Once again, time is super valuable, and we appreciate you giving us the stuff. All you guys that are on here, we're going to make sure we get you those links, the link to the stuff that's going on here in a little bit. And if you guys have any questions, reach out to me or reach out to JR, and let's keep moving forward, man. Just do it. There's nothing to it but to do it, right?
Let's do it. And thank you all. And you know what? I love all of you. You're all my family and my friends. And I wish you nothing but health and safety and happiness and success. And I work for you. So if you need me, you got my email there. Most of you have my cell phone number. Let's do something together.
Great, Jay. Well, I appreciate you, man. You guys have a great day, and we'll talk to you guys soon.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
Thank you,
All right,
Carlos.
easy.
I appreciate you, sir.
All right, take care.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right.
Bye.
You're good.